What is up, YouTube? Ultratron here, back for another video, and today, this is actually my second try at showing off this zoo I've been working on for quite a few years. Finally managed to get it done, and here it is. Right here we got a little statue here. We got some restrooms, some food stands, we got some drinking fountains, and we have a little dining area here. And we get to the first exhibit here, which you will see is a Hogzilla exhibit, because this is a cryptid and mythological creature zoo. Now, Hogzilla isn't technically one of those, because it's really just a wild boar domestic pig hybrid, but I thought it would be a nice little first exhibit, since, you know, it's something not too crazy, but still pretty unusual. And over here, we have the Nandi bear exhibit. I really like how this came out. I really wanted to give it like a dry, kind of like dark feel to it. Kind of like the elephant graveyard from The Lion King, in a way. Obviously it's not like exactly like that, but it's similar. And then over here are little screaming jackalopes can be found. If I can find them. I originally recorded this and uploaded this a few weeks ago, but the detail was really bad. But I was able to get the game started with the highest detail on, without the game crashing, because that was the issues I was having when making the zoo, was that the game was just constantly crashing every time I tried to build it. But I finally managed to finish it. When we go down here, and we go to the right here, we got a little exhibit here. And this is the unicorn exhibit. These are actually the... I think they're called the traditional unicorns. They're basically based more so off like the more initial kind of designs and looks for the unicorns in mythology. Where they have like the... a little bit more of a... They look a little less horse-like. And they're really cool. It's a really cool model. You can see there's a little baby unicorn over there, little baby. And there's the white one. It's a really cool design, I love it. Drinking some water there. Yeah. The bushes are actually food, so that's why some of them seem a little weirdly shaped, because they need to be replenished. And over here, we go further down. I have a little arch here. And right here is another one of my favorite exhibits, is the Sasquatch exhibit. You can see it's this really cool, like, huge forest. I got this really nice little bit here. All the flowers and trees and stuff. Some benches. And we have, like, this really awesome dense forest. And if you can see over there, I have a deer corpse that they can eat from. I really wanted to make it feel like you really gotta look for them to spot them. And as you can see over there, you can see the female who's running into the corner of the wall, which tends to happen a lot. What are you gonna do? I actually had to modify the skins a little bit, because for whatever reason, the lighter skin wasn't showing up, even though it was in the file. So I actually just made it so that the lighter skin variant was just the female skin, instead of it just being a variant skin. And the darker skin was the male, which you will see right now in a short bit. It's kind of, you know, kind of blends in with the woodland, so it's a little tricky to spot him. But I eventually do spot him, and there you go, there he is. Walking down the river. This Sasquatch model isn't, like, amazing, but it's easily the best one we have currently. A lot of the ones we have are just kind of recolored gorillas, so it's better than that. And here we have our Wyvern exhibit, which I did want to put a roof on this, but every time I tried to put a roof, the game crashed. So Logically speaking, these wyverns should be able to just fly out of the exhibit, but hey, we could just say we clipped their wings. I kind of ripped this exhibit off Dustin Slot's wyvern exhibit that he did for his Tycoon 2 playthrough a while ago. Although mine's a lot drier looking, I feel, a lot more rocky. But, yeah, so it's not entirely a rip-off, you know, I got a little bit of my own flavor in there. Goes all the way around. Look at that water. That water looks amazing. Oh, so good. I love the wyverns. They're so cool. Especially when they go and fly. Oh, it's great. And see a little carcass right there. And there is a baby in here, and I try to kind of see if I can look for it, but unfortunately I wasn't able to spot it. Over here we have the Killer Penguin exhibit. This is actually the last exhibit I added. I was actually finished with the zoo, but then someone released a remake of the Killer Penguin, and I was like, I gotta put that in. So I just quickly made this little exhibit here. For the goddamn Killer Penguin. For some reason, the water section of the tank is darker than the land section. Don't know what's going on there, but hey. What are you gonna do? Let's see. I kind of wish I made this a little deeper. I could, but I don't want to re-record this again. Yeah, little killer penguins there. Very cool. Love the killer penguins. Yeah, look at that. That's great. And then we just kind of go back down this way. Look at the rest of the zoo, because this side kind of leads to a dead end. Doesn't really wrap around to the rest of the zoo. But some zoos are like that, to be fair. Here's the jackalope exhibit again. See one right there. I really wish someone would make a remake of the jackalope, because I really like the jackalope. And here we have my Kirin exhibit. This uses the forest Kirin, which is one of my favorite designs. Right here, we have a very snowy exhibit, and we go in here through this viewing platform, and we see the Yetis. It's basically the same model with the Sasquatch, but again, it's better than the other ones we have, because the others are just repainted gorillas. And they're not even the Radical Remake gorillas, they're just like the Blue Fang gorillas. So these are much better quality than those, if you ask me. And they walk upright all the time too, which is cool. And over here, you see one of the Kirins over in the corner. Get the camera out. Zoom in. It's a really awesome design. The textures aren't super high quality, but like, I don't really care because the design is just so cool. See another look at the Yeti exhibit there. Then over here, we got the other side of the Kirin exhibit. Lots of grass. And you see the other Kirin right there. Who's kind of running into the fence, which is not particularly healthy. Oh, there he is. Look at it frolicking through the grass. Oh, that's super cool. Let's see one in the grass. See another one pop out right there? Look at that. Ah, super cool. And then we have this big black building right here. And here, we have kind of a nocturnal house. So right here, we have a bat exhibit. And not just any bats. First of all, we have the Ace Ventura, I think they're called Shinkara bats? What, big white ones? But we also have terrestrial bats, which are just remodeled koalas, but I think they're cool. They're fun. They come in the same pack as the forest Kirin. There. And then over here, we have I don't know how to pronounce this cryptid's name, but it's like I think it's a Japanese, like, snake cryptid. It's like a chubby snake. And you'll see one pop out in a little bit right there. There you go. When it comes to, like, these snake mods, they do tend to, like, glitch out of the exhibits sometimes because of, like, the way the snake model works. Because they tend to, like, phase through the walls and stuff. So throughout my playthrough of this, I just had to constantly, like, pick up snakes and then put them back into the exhibit. The bats also have that problem. Since they're flying around so fast, they tend to glitch through the walls. And here's my giant anaconda exhibit. You can't really see any of them right now because they're in the water. But later you do get a bit of a better look. Dead pig there. Try to get it. See if we can find one. And here we have the Hooked Island Sea Monster exhibit, which isn't that great of a technical exhibit because I'm using these coastal rocks and they have really bad hitboxes, so the Hook Island Sea Monsters are just stuck in that little area. Right there, you get a better look at the anaconda. I kind of wanted to put some regular anacondas in here, but never got around to doing that. But, you know what? A few giant anacondas is fine. And we go over here, and we go to another big black building. You're like, whoa, what's in here? Is it another nocturnal house? Well, sort of. And we go to your right here, and we have the Cuero Chupacabra exhibit. See, it's all nice and semi-deserty. And there we go, we got a dead cow with the blood substrates. Which I think came out looking really cool. Because when they eat from the blood there, it actually looks like they're drinking the blood from the cow. And then there we have our little Cuero Chupacabras. These are personally my preferred Chupacabras, because they're a little bit more believable. Because, you know, they're basically just dogs. But over here, we have the more traditional Chupacabra from Puerto Rico. And one thing I really like about this animal is that they actually sleep in the caves upside down, as you can see right there. Look at that. That's super cool. I don't think it was actually intentional. I think it was actually like just a happy accident that it was able to do that. But, God, it's an awesome accident. Because look at that, it's so creepy. Yeah. As you can hear, they just used the raptor model. So they're just using raptor sounds, which is a little funny. And right here, we have my Thunderbird exhibit. Now, these aren't actually the Thunderbirds from the Paranoia pack. These are actually Argentavis, which are an extinct giant vulture. But the Thunderbird a Paranoia comes with hasn't been remade yet, so I thought I'd use an Argentavis instead. And as you can see, like I was saying earlier, one of the anacondas glitched out of the exhibit, so I kind of have to pick it up, put it right back in. Fun times. And then over here, we have my Cockatrice exhibit. Now, you might be saying, but the Paranoia Cockatrice is huge. Why is it so small? Well, that's because these are a different Cockatrice mod. These are by New Athens. They're these smaller little Cockatrice. And I think design-wise, they're a lot cooler than the... Well, not design-wise, but texture-wise, they're a lot cooler than the Paranoia ones, because the Paranoia ones are very basic, although the designs of them are really cool. Let's see there. Little Cockatrice, as you can see, I'm kind of running around trying to get a good look at them, because there's just a lot of foliage. They're just kind of sticking in there. You can hear them, but can't really spot them. And over here we have my Phoenix exhibit. Again, I kind of try to make it look like it was like a burned down forest. And happy accident, these are the branches that are perchable. So you can see one of them actually perching on the branches, which is really cool. Yeah. There's the Phoenix exhibit. And there's another anaconda that glitched out of the exhibit. We're going to ignore that for now. And go to this very exciting looking bridge. Get up here. And you have this jungle. And we have the Mokele-Momembe, who is running into the wall. It's a really cool design. This was remade. The original Mokele-Momembe that Paranoia had was more of kind of just a basic looking sauropod. Which I kind of prefer design-wise, because I feel like the big spiky monster is a little much, but it's got better textures, so... And I have no idea what's going on with this one over here. It's all translucent and weird. Don't know what's going on there. I don't know if it's because the file loaded in all weird. Yeah. That's kind of funny. It's like a force ghost. Mokele-Momembe. Yeah. There's only 2 of them in here, so those are the 2 that I have. So just kind of going through this exhibit, this really nice bridge. The bridge might be a little too big, because I think I used 3 blocks. Probably could have just gone with 2, but yeah, what are you gonna do? We have a nice little fountain there, and right here we have the big old lake, which, as you can probably guess, is where the Loch Ness monsters are hanging out. Got all those littoral rocks there, and you can see a splash in the distance. And I don't remember if I actually get a good look at one of them in the lake. But sometimes they would pop their heads out. It's actually really cool. But yeah, they're pretty hard to see. Yeah, I have to wait a while. But you know what? That's fitting, because that's kind of the point, right? Yeah, I don't think I get a look at them there. But if you want a better look at the Loch Ness monsters, you can go down here to the aquarium section of the zoo. Now this is really cool. I love this. I think this came out super awesome. Over here, we have our Mamlambos. Right there. Being a little funky. Being a little stiff. Running into tank walls. Hitting some hitboxes, as you do. But, you know, it's a really cool design. The Mamlambo. And then over here, we have the aquarium view of the lake. And you can see one of the Loch Ness monsters right there. Really cool. You can see it phasing through the tank wall. And you can see I'm kind of trying to see if I can find it, because it kind of runs into the corner. Yeah, that's really cool. Excuse me. And over here we have the Mamlambo exhibit. Now, the Mamlambo looks amazing, but the only issue is that it's using, like, dolphin animations, so it likes to breach a lot, which isn't really what I wanted to do, especially since, you know, it's in a tank, but, what are you gonna do? I like how it's designed to kind of look very similar to the Loch Ness Monster, like they're potentially related. Over here we have the Ukillith, I think is what it's called. It's another lake monster. And over here we have the Cardboardosaurus exhibit. This is really cool. All the seaweed and stuff. Or kelp, I should say. I think it's kelp. just swim around. I used to have a bunch of fish in here, but they ate them all, so looks a little more barren than it did before. And over here, we have the bear lake monster exhibit, which I kind of did like a crocodile exhibit, where there's like a little island on the side, and right here I'm seeing if I need to clean the water because it's very hard to see through, but I didn't. And there's a bear lake monster. Really cool. You can't see the island from here, but there is an island where we can crawl up and eat. And right here we have the big tank, because, you know, I kind of wanted to have like what a lot of aquariums have, where they just have the big ass tank with a bunch of different animals in here. So this is where I basically have all the different sea serpents. I have the sand reapers, as you can see. I also have the Midgard serpent, and I just have the regular sea serpent in there. As you can see, I'm kind of trying to look for the regular sea serpent, but they're hidden really well in the back. No, you Mr. Sea Serpent. And there's one right there. Oh wait, no, that's a sand reaper. I do eventually spot some. Can't right now. I think you see one right there. Yeah, you see a baby right there. There's a baby little sea serpent. Look at it. It's so small. Adorable. Really awesome design. Paranoia is an awesome mod. I love it. The Midgard serpent. Just poking through the kelp. It's really cool. Where's my adult sea serpent? Oh, there it is. Right there. Let's see what's up a little bit. Oh, there's one right there in the corner. Look at that. Two sea serpents crossing paths with each other. Super cool. And then, just for fun, I do go ahead and go into the Bear Lake exhibit to show you the little island here. The grass. I actually try to look for the food, but I can't seem to find it. But there is food in there. Trust me. Somewhere amongst that foliage there is food for my little Bear Lake monsters. See them crawling off the land. Once the water hits it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's my zoo. As you can see, I zoom out, give you a look at it. This is something I'm super proud of. I'm super happy that it came out. This is a yearly long project where so many crashes, so many restarts, and it's finally done. That little part right there, that little desert part, was where I originally had the Hogzilla exhibit, but I went ahead and moved it. But yeah, it's pretty filled out. I don't know what happened to the zoo walls. For some reason, they came out like that, but anyway, here's the map. And yeah, man, it's awesome. I just want to thanks for watching. I see there's an anaconda that's glitched out of the exhibit again. Just gotta put that back. So yeah, that's my zoo. Thanks for watching, guys.